can go clear out another ruin. Pay to do it. But I think let's first just pop up here to Schaffenburg and see if we can't find some tools. If memory serves, that is a military base. Has a weaponsmith, and does it have a... Yeah, it has a workshop. The tools supplies will be kept in large numbers, so they should be cheaper. Arnold Sergeant has always been a bit tight with how much he eats. You're not sure if it's part of some religious right. Leave him be or tend to eat up. This always seems to be a toss-up. I've never had any reliable way of getting something out of this. Day 690, no helmet yet. What the hell? Oh, awesome. Oh, of the Dugful armor. Okay, fine. Leave him be. Suffers a concussion, the idiot. Passed out. That jackass. Oh well. He's just there to use his resolve anyway. Oh, severe concussion is bad though. Is there a temple? Let's go straight back to Islandstadt. Treat that. And then hopefully he can recover in 2 to 3 days. Oh, that is the downside to having a Spartan. I want to go to Schaffenburg, but let's do some exploring here. Hopefully we can find some ruins. You know, there's the ruins of Erin there, which we definitely do, but hopefully we can find another little collapsed hut here or something like that. Easy valve, all just like that. Collapsed ruins.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Egg, thank you for the follow. Your mother was a hamster, your father smelt of elderberries. Let's cut through the swamps and I'll go over these mountains. You kind of wish that if you had everybody on your team with Pathfinder, then you wouldn't be slowed down on the map with this type of stuff. Lair of the Unspeakable. A Necromancer, lots of Vardigangers and some armored Vardigangers. We can definitely do that. And we can do that as well. This will be a lot easier than the mission we did with lots of armored Vardigangers and the Fallen Hero. We're going to Schaffenburg, see if we can get some cheap tools, and then we'll do these two. That should easily give us the 20 heads we need. I'm talking about 60 tools. Are they worth recruiting? With a name like Sigmar, you could give him a chance. By Sigmar's will. Nope. He's athletic, but he's a Craven and he has no stars there. Here we go. We could give this Caravan Hand a try, but 400 gold's a bit much when you don't know what you're getting. No heater shields? Nope. How much do the Dane axes go for? 1600, that's a bit much. Just pop across to Goal and won't get more tools. Is it necessary though? We probably want to wait until our Banner Boy has healed up, because he won't be able to hit a damn thing with that. And we are going to be in for a fairly tough fight against that Necromancer. Oh, we can start walking over there. Or is that probably... camp out here, but we don't know what we're going to be hit by then. On the plains, we should be fine. We're good. There you go. Healed up. Let's do it. Lair of the Unspeakable. The Necromancer has made this lair his refuge for practicing dark rituals undisturbed. So some unarmored Vidagangers, some and one Necromancer. That should be easy enough. Worth handing out the hand axes. If any of these spear users happen to have fearsome trait, then it's definitely worth them the axe. Cannibal has the fearsome trait, so just on that basis I'm going to give him Dane axe so he can hopefully decapitate. Someone here has someone here on the front line definitely has fearsome, or they died or got replaced. Okay, it's only Cannibal who. He's going to be Decapitator in Chief. Right. Get stuck in. High ground as well. Nice La. Run at them, boys. The challenge, of course, is going to be getting stuck into that Necromancer. I think we will send Orkel, Healer, and Cannibal a flanking maneuver. Everyone else will hold the line here. I wonder if it's worth just waiting a turn, seeing if these zombies aren't going to go there. I'm worried that if I move them forward here, they just get tied up with these zombies. Or is that fine if that happens? I really just need one person in contact. 3, 1. Tequila, your job? Cut that Necromancer's big stupid face off. Oh yeah, being able to reset perks, I love that. And speaking of training hall, yeah, it reminds me, one of my YouTube viewers asked me to explain the training hall. So the training hall allows you to pay a certain amount of money for an XP gain for a set amount of time. And I clean forgot about it, and like for this fight, for example, I should actually have gone to a training hall and paid to train my lowest level guys, because I knew I'd be getting into a fight where I would be fighting a lot of zombies and potentially getting a lot of XP in a very short time. So you can pay for the cheap training session, which gives plus 40% experience earned for 3 days, and 3 days is more than enough time to do these 2 ruins. And here we're going to kill 19 zombies. It's loaded XP flying around. Would have been an awesome training opportunity. The cannibal gets stuck in. Let's go to work, lads. On the plus side, this zombie is only in contact with one person. He can just be defensive with his shield up. I'm going to wait for Cannibal Who to attack. I want one of these guys to be wounded so he can hopefully get the finishing blow. Decapitate them. You're going to just ignore the zombies that don't have weapons. Oh, Doggo, I wish he had gone there. Oh, damn it. Ah, I should have used Rally instead. Whoops. Esbjorn's wavering. Got some resolve problems here, lads. Surrounded by 4, so I thought best to keep his shield up, and he's wavering, so he'll be an easy target. Actually, same goes for you, Esbjorn. What's your melee defense? It should be very low, only 12. I should have released that dog. Ouch. Ah, come on. Problem, everyone is tied up. Are we going to struggle with necromancers in this campaign? Ah, damn it, cannibal who? Thank goodness he possessed one that's only got a fight. No, little damage. Come on, lads. Okay, it's not exactly what I was hoping for, but that's okay. Hopefully this is decapitation, and hopefully it's going to encourage Torkel. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it made Keeler confident, but not Torkel. As long as we kill that axe wielding Bardiganger, he should be fine. His morale should only break if he takes damage, which I don't think he will do from just a bite. Unfortunately, we just have to go straight through all these zombies. Struck down. Well done. Oh yeah, great axe with a round swing is amazing. I tend to not use it though because it is legitimately a friggin' liability getting one of your guys surrounded. I mean, like, fine, round swing, awesome. But if it doesn't kill everything he hits, he's just going to get pounded on by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies. I don't care who you are, that's going to hurt. As Bjorn's bleeding, damn it. Are you cleaver using bastard? Actually, I should not be attacking these unarmed zombies at all, because if you kill the weapon ones first, he's more likely to, there you go, possess one that can only bite you, which isn't so bad. Ah! Of these guys isn't killed. Ah! Cannibal Who, we need you to hit that. The guy with 60 resolve, 40 melee, death, 85 attack, 80 point, give him a great axe and no wolf. Yeah, regular zombies, yeah. I definitely want to have that as an option at some point, but I'm certainly not going to get any of my guys killed for the sake of swinging an axe in a big circle. Which is actually why, of the two-handed weapons, I actually prefer the Warhammer most. Got awesome damage numbers. And you can attack, like in this situation I could attack those. Oh, I shouldn't have released the dog. What you really want is a war scythe, or backline guys. So, for example, if Cannibal Who had a war scythe, he could attack all three of these guys at once. It's ridiculous. You get the war scythe from the mission where you normally pay to retrieve something from like a ruin or something like that. And if you retrieve the war scythe, you fail the mission. But I mean, hell, who cares? It's a friggin' war scythe. Well worth failing the mission, I think. Actually work for us, because if I can just get away here, then I can hopefully get into melee contact with this necromancer. He's got a bodyguard. He's just possessing the bitey zombies, which I don't really care about. I'm gonna get bitten if I try and move. Am I though? No, I'm not. I nerfed the war scythe last patch. Oh god, ancient eye gods. Oh, what a nightmare to deal with. The Vikings should be reasonably placed to fight on a guard, being that they have axes. Ideally warhammers, but or maces. There's a lot of zombies there. Kira, you're on Operation Kill the Necromancer. I can't get into space here. I'm gonna have to knock this zombie back. Beautiful. Ah, damn it, Reggie! Cheeky bastard trying to punch me away. Excellent, now he can't cast his bullshit spells. So this is 19 of the 20 heads we need. There's just one ruin that I wanted to clear out anyway. And we're getting paid patrol money for it. 60 gold per head. Come on, decapitation, cannibal. Hang on, I thought he's got bloodthirsty. All kills are fatalities. That should have been a fatality. Oh well, whatever. You cheeky bastard. One killer, one shot. Oh, pretty damn close there. That was a nice headshot. If that weapon can decapitate. Well, a Nord axe, the long-handed axe certainly can. What's it? I would be surprised if a gigantic axe. I'm pretty sure I've seen that axe decapitate. Anyway, doesn't matter in this fight. Oh, if you can hit the damn thing. But look, still wavering, which sucks. Yeah, if only we had Rolo, he could be one-shotting all these zombies. His bare fists. Oh, die, you bastard. This was comparatively easy for a Necromancer mission. But it was a bit of luck that zombies were mostly just the unarmored ones. Pretty damn harmless, to be honest. Get him, boy. Archie. I had the high ground. Indeed. Doesn't matter. Just sticking zombies in their big stupid zombie faces with our weapons. At this point the battle's quite easily won, I think. I would never move down the high ground like this when fighting orcs or anything more dangerous than zombies. I'm damn sure. Get wrecked. Nice, good boy. King the War Dog. Must rip King the War Dog. That didn't even change his breaking. 82 resolve. I would have hoped that that would have worked. Oh well, unlucky. Someone please kill that fucking necromancer. Owie! There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Few more hits and we're done here. Sounds like me when I'm hungover. Wake up the next morning. Well fought, men. No injuries. A couple of hit points damage and some armor damage, but overall easy fight. Let's go turn this quest in. 19 of the 20 heads we need. This is Cave of Beasts. Finally, he's hit 61. Yeah, buddy. And we can give him Brawny. 24. Fantastic. 55 is not enough for that. I think we can get him wearing a male hauberk, though. Yeah, 71 with a male hauberk. That's Bjorn. Need you to level up, friend. Who's got Brawny? Super. Ever Beast. Final, we'll get it at the next level. Diesel. Get it also at the next. Oracle is a few levels away. Healer. So pretty soon we'll be able to have someone wear this reinforced mail hauberk. Eventually, of course, we want full. Everybody up front must be wearing at least reinforced mail hauberks or laminar armor or scale mail, ideally. And everybody on the back line is going to be wearing at least reinforced mail hauberk or just mail hauberks. But being that I want them to be able to use the old switcheroo move to relieve some on the front line, I want them to be super heavy armored. Of course, the downside to how we're playing this is that we can't use ranged weapons, but on the plus side, we can make everybody just tanks, just super tough tanks that just really don't go down very easily. Right. Let's run through Stoll and if we can't get some amber that we can sell. Famed plate armor, I hope so. Actually, we took the patrol mission here, so it's going to take us Heidelberg, Harkenstadt, and then back to Islandstadt, so go straight back. Good mission, good fight. God, I've got to replace these headphones. They actually hurt me on the top of my head. So like, if you make them big enough, then they sit gently, but like, it actually like causes a dent in my scalp. These are the Logitech 430s, and the sound is incredible, and they over the ears are super comfortable. And the mic isn't too bad, but that doesn't matter because I use a blue snowball. Ooh, 14 Videgangers. Should we go farm them? Go farm them. Yeah, that's good XP right there. Come here, zombies! What are they? Lots of armored Videgangers. Easy. Did I hand out an axe here? Boom. There you go. 59. You know what? Close enough. All axes up front. Nice la. Ooh, I forgot we have that there as well. Beautiful puppet master. We've got lots of work to do, lads. Let's get these undead. Oh, Wolfric, I definitely do. The only way you can justifiably have someone use a man-splitter is if they have iron lungs. I mean, best case scenario, you have a farmer, or even better, a wild man, with iron lungs and multiple stars infantry. Even then, as the fight goes on, he's going to start getting knackered though, but it would be amazing if you could pull that off. That would be awesome. I don't think these zombies are going to be able to move 2 squares and still attack, so this should be a-okay. Oh, awesome. Axemaster works on Mansplitter. That helps. That really helps a lot. I'll tell you what, if I can find an iron-lunged farmhand or wildman, I will definitely be giving him a Mansplitter. Best believe that. Or even potentially more entertainingly, if that's a word, it is now, the two-handed flail. Our next playthrough isn't going to be a themed one, it's just going to be no rules, absolute best attempt, and I'm going to do it on expert mode as well. But as far as like a theme, if I wanted to do another themed one, I would want to do blunt weapons only. Which I think would be probably the strongest of all the themed builds. Because then you can use flails, hammers, and maces. Maces in particular are probably the best weapons in the game, I'd say. I mean, for the ability to stun someone, it's just priceless. Great work, lads. Great work. Oh, good damage now. Oh, loving it. Anyone wavering? Yes. Do I stab or do I use damage? 82. Oh, it didn't work. Well, it removed wavering there, I think. Okay, so Asbjorn is now steady. Damn it. I'm murdering these zombies. Don't have tier 3 weapons, the Mansplitter is probably better. Yeah. The tier 3, I think it's called the Great Axe, does, I think, the same damage as the Mansplitter, maybe a little bit less, but it doesn't have the 5 fatigue penalty per swing. You know what? Money-wise, I might just make the jump and replace these pikes with long axes, then we can finally start spiking it up in a proper axey way. Nice la. I'm not going to release that dog, I don't want it to die. And I'm just targeting the ones with the less armor. Kill as many of them as quickly as I can. Great sword probably better, yeah, but what are the damage numbers on split anyway? I think split is a lot less. I think if you want to break a single shield, the Warhammer actually does more. But I love the fact that you can attack 2 adjacent targets with the longsword. The sound of zombies being hit. Torkel keeps getting tagged. I suppose with wavering, his melee defense must be quite low. That's what I want to hear. Weapons bouncing off of shields. Come on! Close! You what? These axes do wonderful damage, no? Oh! Blue Spooky, thanks for the follow. Oh, super duper. Double kill. No one's low enough. Look at that one shot, almost entirely wrecked that armor in a single shot. Love axes, that's beautiful. Yeah, putting your, like, if I had a two-handed axe here, I would give it to Super Duper, and then when we're setting up the formation, I'd put him off to one side. He gets surrounded by zombies, swing it in a big circle, and just murder them. You would need the advantage first.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Kill Home is hosting with one viewer. Nice, thank you. That's what I want to see. Death to zombies. There we go, mine elf. Mine elf meat decapitations. Everyone's feeling confident, loving it. Might be surprising though, we have absolutely wrecked these zombies. That's what I want to see. I love it, the head goes off to the side, it's so cool. What they have to do though is add like a little spin effect so the head goes spinning off as it goes off. That would be extra satisfying. Up. And get punched down again. There you go. In. Look at that, 3 levels off of that. And an extra set of worn mail chain. Worn mail shirt. Nice. Asbjorn. 60 melee skill. Eeg. Let's see. Range skill. I want everyone to have 50 range skill. Loving it. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Hannibal, you are a shield bearer. You can actually take Brawny now. Wear something a bit more beefy. You won't know that's too low. +2 on fatigue. Go for the +4 there. And max fatigue. With 74 fatigue though, I can easily justify giving you male Hallberg. And fatigue. Ugh, that is better, but still 7 fatigue. We get paid, boys. More undead. Necromancer. You know what? We're not going to get paid to kill him. Whatever. We'll let these guys take care of him. The Black Shields. Don't fight them in the swamps there. Won't have a good time. Some thugs. Poacher, marksman. With fighting them, are they going to cause damage? Again, we're not going to get paid to kill them, so whatever. If they're going to leave us alone, I'll probably get taken care of by the local militia. That's alright. While marching along, a lone merchant with his pack horse emerges onto your path. He has his arms out and his hands visible. Even travelers, I interest you in some wares? Lists of a number of things the lost Vikings could possibly have no use for, but then he mentions a map. Must have raised an eyebrow because he raises his and smiles with it. Ah, interested in a map, are you? This here cartographical, topographical, geographical oddity carried by a man who, I assure you, is quite sensical. This here paper tells you the exact location of the famous worn-down fortress. You've heard about it, yes? Host to untold treasures, resting place of some of the world's finest arms, and it'll cost you a meager 800 crowns. Turns his head with a long grin. It appears he sold some of his teeth his days on the road. So, travellers, what do you say? I'm intrigued. Take it. Look at the map. You stare at it. You practically interrogate it with a long gaze, but you're just not seeing it. Arnold Sergeant takes a look, then shakes his head. I don't recognise a bit of it, sir. It's a fake or a map to a land you don't recognise as your own. Either way, it's completely been had. Damn it. Does the map not... Yeah, I thought it appears as an inventory item, and then if you just hire a historian, he can translate it. God damn it. Oh well, note to self, make sure you have a historian in your party before. Say yes to that. I wish I would have given you the option to kick that stupid guy in the dick for selling you a fake map. All. Look at this armor. 1420 is not bad. But what I'm most interested in is seeing if we can get some tools here. 228 for tools, that's quite cheap. Goat's cheese is fairly cheap. Let's take this opportunity to offload all the junk we don't want. Wonderful to see how far we've come, considering what qualifies as junk. That's probably enough reserve armor. So we should be buying throwing axes whenever possible. 4,200 is too much for a fighting axe. Could you make the argument that a bullhook qualifies as an axe? No, that's axe-like, not really an axe. Eventually, the hope is we'll get 7 sets of throwing axes, and everybody on the front line. This will be the loadout. It'll be Warburg, Meter Shield, Fighting Axe, Dagger, bundle of throwing axes. Then if we're in a position where we don't have to charge at them, we can just throw axes as the enemies approach. I'm thinking against orcs, berserker orcs in particular. That's what I want to do against them. Caravan of the Boar. People say it's haunted. The dead orc. It's somewhere northwest of here. Something. Okay, bear in mind we're still looking for a few more lads to recruit, so we'll see what we got here. Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, as I've explained numerous times in the comments, I'm not doing like an accurate playthrough. It's kind of like the hokey Hollywood, idea of what Vikings would be. Like this guy Torstein, 2 stars in defense, 1 in melee skill. That's a raider right there. Any sort of history lesson would be taken. I think the Vikings were like smart enough to use whatever weapons they could that were best for enemies we were fighting and whatnot, but the idea of the campaign was just use axes. It just so happened that kind of fits with the sort of, cheesy Hollywood idea of what Vikings were. These millers have extra fatigue, so they're worth checking as well. Oh, that's unfortunate, no stars.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Drain Zeldion, thank you for following. Your mother was a hamster, your father smelt of elderberries. Yeah, just 1 star. And he's a fat drunkard. So, if we can flog him, we can get +5 melee skill on top of that. And he'll have 1 star there. Initiative, and he's got fatigue. And eventually he'll lose drunk, and we'll keep him. Yeah, he'll be a decent. I want to say Huskard or Shield Bearer. He can be either, so we'll just mark him as either. Shield B. Good. So we got reserves. This is a pretty stable roster right now. I think we might get 2 more reserves, particularly if they're new guys. The net here. Lost Vikings. Sorted. When you have the immediate defense, it would not make sense to use kite shields instead of heaters since they have better durability. Well, true. But the thing is, 9 out of 10 times, you're going to be fighting a guy in melee combat. So I want the melee defense to be as high as possible, and the enemy AI almost never shoots at your front line when your front line is engaged with the enemy, so your range skill is essentially irrelevant. The only time a frontline guy is going to switch to the heater, light shield, excuse me, is when he's running at someone who's got, when they have predominantly ranged enemies. I just want this melee defense to be as high as possible. Besides, 32 hit points, and we will eventually take shield experts, so shield damage received reduced by 50%. So once you have a heater shield and shield expert, I think it takes 3 attempts by an orc to smash it, which I think is enough. Anybody else we want to try to hire? Not particularly. Okay, get moving. I can start. Also, the kite shield it costs 2 fatigue more. 2? That's 2 or 4 fatigue. I do wish that they would buff shield expert to give you a reduction in fatigue cost for equipping it. 25% I think, or even 20% would be reasonable. I mean, shield expert is still worth taking, and I still would take it on most people. At 231, I'm going to buy all of these tools. So cheap. Okay, I'm going to use the money that we get paid for doing this to buy some gems at Hammerenden. Hopefully that'll make some good profit for us. Also, we've got a bunch of ruins to go, so we'll keep jumping in here, hoping to continually find these patrol missions because they pay so well. Fat drunk sounds like Mercs, yeah. Sounds like a couple of people I know. Fat and drunk. We'll see what this mission is. Raiders of all Petras are brigand problems. 3 skull brigand is a bit much. 1 skull, harder to Windwacht. Not you talking, it's cheap, but I just want to see where Windwacht is. Am I going that way? I am. Awesome, I'll take it. I need to go that way anyway. Okay, we've been recording for long enough. Let's take a little break. And when we return, we will continue this caravan escort. Once that's done, go buy some gems at Hammerenden, sell them at Arnhem for big profit. Go to Schaffenburg to buy some Dane axes, long axes. So the next thing I want to see, heater shields up on the front line, male hauberks, everybody up front, and long axes on everybody at the back. Then I think we've made good progress. Okay, so see you out next time.